Hello, this is Michele Knight, and this is the astrological update for Sagittarius for the week starting the 17th of September. This week has an opportunity for us all to change and to shift something that isn't working for us, to shift it, to overcome a hurdle, to allow ourselves to let go of something that is being dragging us down. It really is quite tough because there's a T-square and then there's a double T-square, and there are things coming up that are going to make us be like spiritual Olympians and leap over our own hurdles. Firstly, Mercury, the planet of communication, is aiding you in your challenge by going into your house of friendship and social networking. Then on the 17th, the same day Mercury goes into that energy, the T-square begins with your place of friendships and social networking clashing with your sense of security and your sense of freedom and creativity. You know, there might be a part of you that feels that you just want to be frivolous and have a good time and embrace things that are fun and in the moment, which is great and part of your charm, and also your creativity is vast. But Pluto is saying you need to balance this up with a bit of practicality, you know. Well, I mean, it may be the other way. You may be too practical and not allow yourself to have fun. But whatever that, you need to look at the balance, or you're advised by the gods to look at the balance between practicality and wildness. If you could pull these two things together, being wildly imaginative and practical, you can rock and roll and transform everything. You can succeed where you want to succeed. You know, you can have both, and it's about finding that balance. However, as it's a T-square, there's liable to be a bit of resistance because this is a deep soul lesson for you. Now, Pluto, the Lord of transformation, has been going backwards in said place of finances and practicality. And maybe you've been looking at the past at how some things didn't work out for you financially, or maybe you overworked and you neglected having fun, whatever your pattern is. You know, Pluto's helping you give it a big old kick because Pluto is going direct. You're able to have a new start when it comes to being practical, and you're being urged to find that balance. Now the sun, it's all about the 11th and the 2nd, really. The sun is going, yeah, lots of friends, lots of people going to help you. Perhaps you'll meet a practical, creative person who will inspire you. But either way, you know, there's adventure and there's creativity and there's joy and the opportunity to channel it in a very wise way. Now on the 23rd, if you haven't paid attention to your lessons, you know, some lesson will come, or some practical experience will come about whatever that soul journey is. You know, and also about friendships, the way you communicate, the way you are socially with people, and also how practical you are. But this is happening for the very reason that you can shift it, and then you are free and clear to go to the next vibration. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.